In Mark 3:22, and the scribes which came down from Jerusalem said, He hath Beelzebub, and by the prince of the devils casteth he out devils. Now, these aristocrats, not polite language, is it? It's a dirty phrase.
Beelzebub's like the dung god, calling him a load of poo. The Lord of the Flies is also another translation because it's what flies hover around, a load of dung.
Words change. Obviously, I don't know whether the people in the 17th century, when they wrote the King James, knew that, or whether we know it now. Is this often thought of like this?
What, the Beelzebub?
In terms of what it meant?
No, probably not, because it's like when Paul, when he's writing to one of the churches and he says that everything is garbage or rubbish to me, he actually uses the Greek word skabala, and skabala is the vulgar word for dung. And he stood there in front of the church saying, just read this out. And it's like, this is a pile of old whatever. And it's a pile of skabala. That's a really gritty word. When we look at this, what we see is some real harsh language which is being used. And very pointed. They're not pulling their punches when they have a dig at this bloke. They are being quite rude to him.
Now that signifies a couple of things that we could consider. One, why are the scribes using this openly? Enough that it was written about later. And secondly, that it demonstrates that it was quite gritty, as you said, in those times. It was a bit like English was perhaps in the 17th century, quite ribald, but also how real it is.
And the reality of the book is really important. If you are trying to sell something, you polish it.
Yes.
You try and make it nice and shiny, you take off the rough edges, you make sure that it's all crafted really, really well without anything that's going to make people take a stop and go, oh my goodness, did they really say that? Well, the Bible does this all the time.